Welcome to First Things First, the weekday morning devotions from Pastor Stephen Miller at First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Friday, March the 21st, and I'm so thankful for another day that the Lord has blessed us with and allowed us to be a part of. And I know I'm a little later than usual this morning, but I want to come up here anyways and do a daily devotion and just thank the Lord for what He's doing and having a wonderful revival. I thank the Lord for each message. Each message has stirred my heart up, and Brother Matt Yoakley and Brother Jesse Hartgrove have really preached their hearts out this week and done a wonderful job. And we've had a lot of people come to the church this week and had a pretty good turnout, especially Wednesday night. We had 3 churches canceled out and their services and come and joined us, and we're so thankful for each one that's come out and been a part of our revival. But it's not over with yet. We've still got at least tonight and tomorrow night, and who knows, it may continue on if Lord will, but we'll just have to wait and see how the Lord wants for us to do that. But we are having a great revival, so come out and be with us if you can. It's tonight at 7 o'clock, and so thankful that we have the opportunity to have revival and be blessed and to be a blessing. But this morning, as we get into the Word, today's verses of the day, scripture for the day, comes to us from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 1 through 3. And the Bible tells us here, said, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. And as we look at this and thinking about God's call for us to serve and what He would have for us to do, he's Paul here, of course, telling that he's a prisoner of the Lord, that there's nothing else that he can do except for what he has been called to do. And he tells us to walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. This morning, I'm glad that God didn't call me into another ministry or to do somebody else's ministry. He called me into the ministry that He would have for me to be in. And this morning, I'm again so thankful for that. You know, I admire a lot of people, a lot of ministries today. You know, I admire those that are missionaries this morning and going to different countries and foreign places, and I admire their efforts and their boldness to go out and step out on faith and go into some of those countries. But you know, God didn't call me for that. He called me to pastor. God didn't call me, you know, I tried evangelistic work in between pastorates, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't called to be an evangelist. I thank the Lord that He calls some to be pastors, some to be evangelists, some to be missionaries, some to be teachers, and you know, that's just the preaching job there. But other jobs that He has given to each one, we're called, you know, some are called to be deacons, some are called to be teachers, song leaders, and musicians, and God gives some the opportunity to be prayer warriors and to just help out, be an encourager. But whatever it is that God has called you to do, walk worthy of the vocation wherewith you're called. Listen, do it with your heart and do it for the glory of God. Listen, I'm not pastoring today because I want to lift up Steve Miller's name. It has nothing to do with who I am. It's all about who Jesus is. It's all about who what He has done for me, and about His grace and His mercy. And I'm so thankful this morning for that grace and that mercy. And I want to do as much as I can for Him today. And I hope that you do the same thing, that you'll want to be the person that God has called you to be. And we have many ministries that's available that God would have for people to move into. I know not only in this church, but a lot of churches, that there's opportunities to grow and to get closer to the Lord. And this morning is, we're coming up on our elections. We have our elections here at the church at the end of May, and we have several openings, for teachers, assistant teachers, different positions. If the Lord has put it on your heart, I want you to come and join us and be a part of our church, that we can grow, and we can see you grow, and we can be a blessing, and just make sure that you're doing what God has called you to do, and allowing you to do, and walk worthy of the vocation. But He says not only to walk worthy of the vocation, but how He says to do it is to walk with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. And that's the main thing, that we've got to do in the work of the Lord, is do it in love, and endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. And we're here to be united, not to come in and divide, not to come in and be a hindrance to somebody, but we're called to come in and be a blessing and be a strength. So I hope that you're doing that, or if you're not doing that, I hope that you will do that, that you'll come in and find where God would have for you to be at, and do the job for the Lord. You're not just doing it for Pastor Stephen. You're not just doing it for First Free Will of Morrison City. You're doing this work for the Lord, and I hope that you'll be blessed in that, and the Lord will strengthen you in that journey. Friend, I hope that you have a great day today. It is Friday, and we're thankful for thankful for the revival that's going on. We're going to continue on at least tonight and tomorrow night. And then remember our Sunday services here at the church. Looking forward to that. Trying to get back to serving and doing what God has called me to do. We've had different visitors and singers and stuff the past couple of weeks, and I haven't got to preach too awful much, so I'm anxious to get back into the pulpit myself. But looking forward to this coming Sunday, see what God can do. But if you can, come out and be with us tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. If you can't, hope to see you right back here again Monday morning for another edition of First Things First. May God bless you, as our prayers.
First Things First is a ministry of First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City. We are located at 211 West Carters Valley Road in Kingsport, Tennessee.